Hey saxophone players, let's talk about why you should consider getting one of these. Hey, so I have 4 reasons here why you should consider getting a soprano saxophone. The first reason is it has a very different sound from a tenor or an alto saxophone. If you're into being creative with your saxophone playing, it's great to have a different option. Soprano sax is a lot sweeter, it has a higher range, so if you're trying to match a vocalist type of tone, if it's a female vocalist, soprano saxophone usually does really well in that area. The tenor saxophone and the alto saxophone have the ability to play sweetly and gently, but none of them do it quite like the soprano, so once you've tried it, you'll know the big difference that happens when you have a soprano saxophone playing sweet music. Another reason why you might want to pick up a soprano saxophone is that the range is higher. If you find yourself having to go into the altissimo range all the time on your tenor and alto, it might be that the ideas you're hearing would sound better on a soprano saxophone. You're actually hearing ideas that are in the soprano range, but on your saxophone they're in the altissimo range. The reason why this matters is the soprano will play all of these notes comfortably, and you can get a very different sound while playing these high notes. If you're playing tenor or alto, you'll be in altissimo and that might sound straining. The note quality will be different. If that's what you're going for, that's perfect. But oftentimes the soprano playing comfortably works better in those high ranges if the entire song is up there. The third reason why you should consider getting a soprano saxophone is that it's a challenge to play. The notes on the soprano saxophone are higher than the alto and tenor, so you'll actually have to use some of the same skills that you use to play your altissimo notes to get the normal notes in the soprano sax. Once you get into the higher register of the soprano sax, you'll find that you need to use your throat to stay in tune, and that's something that's going to help you when you go back to your alto or your tenor and you want to play an altissimo. Another reason why you should consider getting a soprano saxophone is that it will open you up to a whole new world of great saxophone players that you may not have been transcribing before. If you're transcribing soprano saxophone players on a soprano sax, you'll have a deeper understanding of what those players are doing and what their approach is when they're playing. There are a lot of great songs that are played on soprano saxophone. A lot of great players had tenor, alto, and soprano saxophone, and they play differently on all of those saxophones. So you'll find that when you're playing soprano, you'll have new techniques that you're learning, new approaches that you'll be using that you haven't used before when you were playing tenor and alto. Okay, so there you go. Now I want to hear what you have to say about getting a new soprano saxophone. There's a comment section below this video, so let's talk.